Korea. Oh, Korea. First of all, get that India. Huh? Get that India. You know what that is? That's my love and gratitude. Because Korea has given me three things that I absolutely fucking adore. One, army base stew. It's amazing. Try it out. Two, my favorite MMA fighters in Jung and Sexyama. Seriously, I'm telling you, even if you're not an MMA fan, watch the YouTube clip of Korean Zombie's last walkout and try not to cry. I get chills when I saw it live. Like, I love you, Zombie. I miss ya. Three, over-the-top and amazing horror films. Like, how do they do it? They are like a powerhouse of horror. I mean, Asia in general is a powerhouse of horror, but like they always come to play. No fucks given. Their Asian horror is amazing, but Korea, for me, I don't know why they just know how to hit a nerve for me. Four of my favorite horror movies of all time are Korean: The Wailing, Train to Busan, I Saw the Devil, and Oldboy. Yes, I can. Oldboy's a horror. It's pretty fucking horrific. Some of the best films ever made to me. They transcend language barrier and country borders. They are just peak cinema to me. So when I saw that there was a lot of hype over this new Korean action horror flick, I had to check it out. And it's wild, man. It is wild. Director Kim Hong-seon decided, fuck it, I'm going to make Con Air on a boat and spend 90% of the budget on gore effects. That's what he did. And honestly, I had so much fun watching this film. Now, caveat, this is one of the most fun horror action films I have seen up until about 70% of the runtime. Then it takes a bit of a nosedive when it turns like less Con Air and more Terminator 1 or RoboCop. But please don't let that deter you, because if you go into this film with the right mindset, you will find a silly, wild, blood-soaked frolic into scary criminals, obscene gore, and overzealous cops, and it is fun as all fuck. Welcome to Spooky Nights. If you haven't watched before, welcome. I'm Jake. This is Spooky Nights, where I believe that there is a horror film out there for everyone, and I'm going to find yours. Trust me, I've done a fucking heap of reviews that you can go look at. I will find something for you, I promise. This week, I'm talking about the Korean action horror flick Project Wolf Hunting. If you like this movie, stick around, as I have other recommendations you may like if you liked this one. Project Wolf Hunting is about a group of hardened Korean criminals who are being extradited from Taiwan back to Busan by boat. Unfortunately for the cops on board, the prisoners aren't the scariest fucking thing on this ship by a long shot. And shit gets fucking crazy. Blood spattered and crazy. Check out the trailer.
도착할 때까지 한시도 눈 떼지 말고.
선박 보안 경고 시스템 정상 작동 중입니다.
누구들이 잔대가리 굴려서 빠져나가 봤자 배 아니다.
아이 병신. 니들도 배 운전할 수 있지?
Now, even if this sort of film isn't really your bag, you can't tell me that it doesn't look like at least like a bit of fun. This thing has plot holes that Evel Knievel couldn't jump. Like, they are fucking wide. But it's not made for cinephiles. It's made for gorehounds. It's got anime-level gore, and the plot could be like 6 different movies squished into one. But if you use movies as a delivery system for like over-the-top violence and gore, this has to be on your list. Like, the acting in this movie is B-level at best, but that's exactly what it's going for. Kim Hong-seon doesn't want you to be invested in these characters. He wants you to cheer as they're like murdered in fun and interesting ways. That's what he's going for. That being said, the standout to me is Seo In-Guk as Do-il. This is one handsome motherfucker. Like, yes, he plays an absolute piece of shit psycho of a gang leader, but Jesus Christ, this, like, I'm a straight man. I would like this man to kiss me on the forehead and take me into his very muscular bosom. He is breathtaking. Like, he's covered in these amazing tattoos, and he has the body of an anime god. Like, this guy could be a character in Hades, the video game. Like, should I get neck tattoos? Do I like bad boys? If him and Dong-yoon had a theoretical baby, would Earth still be habitable, or would it burn up due to the heat generated by its attractiveness? These are all questions I had while watching this movie. This motherfucker is that handsome. Also, if you know where he got the yellow shirt that he wears in this movie, fucking hit me up. I need that shirt. It's handsome bastard. The kills in this movie are a riot. Like, there is everything from, like, decapitation, classic, to, like, Kratos-inspired hammer kills. No one is safe either. Characters I thought were, like, main plot points are just unceremoniously killed in minutes, and then they just drop new characters in halfway through. They were like, come on, we need more red shirts in there. Which I'm all for. Kill them. Let's see what happens. Someone is executed by blowjob in this movie. That's the level we're playing at. If you like story and moral lessons, run far, far away from this one. It makes the plot of John Wick look as complicated as Inception. Like, it is not a complicated plot. It is like, it's weird, there's plot holes. It's not about that. It's about bloodshed and badassery. And I think the cinematic world is richer for having wild Korean horror in it. And even if this isn't on par with I Saw the Devil or Train to Busan, it's a fucking must for fans of limb removal, blood spatter, and sexy gang members. I'm telling you, it's wild. This movie is wild as shit. I recommend watching this movie if you like the idea of a movie that reportedly uses 2.5 tons of blood in production. Yeah, 2.5 tons. If you watch anime or kung fu movies for the fight scenes, this will be up your alley. If you love Asian horror and you like it, the more over the top, the better. It's sort of like Houseu. I mean, Houseu's more a comedy, but like if you like crazy Asian horror, this is crazy. It's not like the Sadness level of crazy, because like the Sadness tried to like fuck with you, it tried to hurt you. This isn't that. This is like, hey man, you want to come watch some people get fucked up? That's the sort of horror this is. I don't recommend watching this if you want a scary horror. This has a foot in each horror action camp. If you love plot, character motivation, and development, they spent all their budget on blood. They had no time for acting. They had no time. They couldn't spend any hours on plot development. They're like, nah. Take all the budget from that and chuck it into gore effects. If you're thinking about getting into Korean horror and you're not sure, do not watch this one as your first one. Like, this is for people who like Korean horror and get what it's about. Watch Train to Busan or The Wailing. Like, they show you how fucking good Korean horror is going to be. This is like, you've watched those, like, have a bit of fun with this one. If you have seen this movie, let me know what you think, because the online conversation around this seems that it's like fucking mid. Like, most people think that this is like a 5 out of 10. I reckon it's just the wrong audience, right? Like, this is aimed at gorehounds. If you like this movie, I recommend you watch Terrifier 2 if you haven't. Like, they are both delivery systems for gory practical effects. If you do like gore, but you're looking for something more cerebral, I Saw the Devil. I Saw the Devil is like action horror. It's a thriller. It's gory as shit. It's got one of the coolest plots of any horror movie ever, and it's perfectly executed. So, you know, if you like this, but you're like, fuck, I wish it just had a bit more plot, I Saw the Devil. Hit it up. I tell everyone about this film. I saw it like 2 years ago. I love it. I love it so much. Check it out. As always, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next week for another review. Peace.